about the spirit connection. I've been teaching meditation and mindful practices in inner city schools, and I find it is the seed for real deep conflict resolution, because what you're dealing with is internal conflict. And I think when we think about resolving through conflict resolution, we're actually putting energy into conflict, and we're also reinforcing this thing of victimization. Oh, you've done this thing to me, and now we have to talk it out. And what's really interesting is if we go really deeper and we give students the tools to resolve internal conflict, and how do we establish internal sense of peace, and how do we realize that nothing is personal. So I've developed this interesting practice of bringing non-denominational spiritual tools into public schools, and it's amazing what begins to come forth from that, and the willingness, like you're saying, the spirit just really wanting to be in love, regardless of your background. There's this deep craving for interconnection, and when we create time for quiet, for stillness, the need to have conflict with others dissolves. And then we can give conflict resolution tools in a way that adapt immediately into, they integrate much easier when we give them the tools to resolve the interior conflicts of self-worth, self-doubt, victimization, and really the term you're talking about, changing the paradigm, is about really introducing that concept to students and being like, you're the paradigm shifter. You may be the first one in your generation to break the chain of domestic violence. You may be the first one to go to school. You may be the paradigm shifter, and really empowering them with that notion that they're the ones who are turning the ship around. So I just wanted to share that, and I really appreciate.
And where is it?
I work in Brooklyn, New York, with mostly first, second generation Caribbean youth who are, coming up through so many obstacles and challenges, but there's a universalness to these tools that no matter what your background, what your history, we can all resonate, and really interested in how that can start to really spread.
About violence in democratic schools, I will say to you, we have a huge of researchers and people that make research about the violence in democratic school. In democratic school, the violence is much less than regular school, but we have much more interest in research, because in some schools that we go with the idea of democratic education that was traditional school, and we apply democratic principles of how to run the school democratically. Our results until today that it's not increase the violence. It's not. In some cases, it's also making the violence more. Another research that we have, that we give the children the opportunity to build their dreams, as I say, to choose what they want to learn, choose what they want to do, and build their projects. In this time, it's something very similar to what you say. The violence decrease unbelievably. So it's connect very strong to what you say about if someone found is meaningful, it's the most powerful against violence.
So